Hey you, it's Sun Jung from Hungry Gopher. This is episode number 3 of Kimchi Secret Session that I had with Chris, one of my Kimchi Master Course students. In this session, he was asking about how to ferment kimchi and kimchi container tips. Hopefully, this will answer some of your kimchi questions. Here we go.
So is it much better to ferment in an ongi?
That's a really good question. Theoretically, yes. And what the ceramic does is that it breathes, but it's waterproof. That's the beauty of that container. But I've been eyeing to buy ongi for a while. It's actually quite expensive. It's well made and it's heavy.
Yeah.
And the storage is a problem. If you live in a countryside, you got a lot more room, then that wouldn't be as much problem. But I live in the city. So what I have been using mostly is just clear kimchi vessels, just glass jars.
Okay.
And so it doesn't, plastic leaches slowly. So even if you get a good glass plastic, eventually it'll dissolve slowly. So I don't usually want that. So I usually use glass jar. You know that you don't need any air seal. That doesn't do anything. Just waste time and money. So just simple glass jar. And also, maybe I should show it to you. Can I grab something and show it to you?
Sure. Yeah.
Right, I'll be right back. Okay, you allow me to be very geeky about it, so I will be.
Okay.
So this is the container is kind of important. So this is the stainless steel jar. I call it suitcase because it's really a size of suitcase that I make my water kimchi in. So it's stainless steel made for pickling. So that's, since I make such big volume, the glass jar only comes in, the ones that I get is a lot smaller than this. I believe this is about, let's see, you're in matrix system over there. So that's a really good thing. So I think it's about 6 liter jar. So I made a really, I don't want to.
Cool, yeah.
So
I can see.
So that's what I have been doing, and that's been quite successful. So yeah, unless even the good plastics, even a lot of Koreans, for the convenience of it, they use the big plastic containers as well. As long as they're good quality, they're okay. But my preference is always stay off of plastic for many reasons, right? The off-flavor and also as much plastic usage that we can use, reduce it for the world.
So I have a ceramic pot. It's not an actual ongi. I would like a bigger one. It's on my Christmas list maybe for my wife.
Oh, that's awesome! Nice.
But so what I do is that I put my batch in. I let it sit at room temperature, kind of a cooler room, for 2 days, and then I move it to the fridge for 2 days, and then I put it in the jars. Does that make sense? Or should I just put it in the jar right after I take it out of room temperature, or should I just leave it in the ongi? Because what I do, I put it in jars and then I give it to friends. So, does it matter how long it stays in the ongi?
I haven't personally tried it, so I don't know for certain. But unless you can pick up the subtle difference, it sounds like you have really nice palate and you're mindful of it. So unless you pick up the difference, for me, like simplifying process is always very important. If you getting bang for the buck, if you can't tell the difference, why do extra work? So I'll just leave it ongi to begin with. And lacto fermentation is very, very forgiving. So it's unless you notice the difference of moving it from one stage to another, from different container, to ongi, I'll just leave it at ongi and see.
Okay.
That's what I would try.
Okay.
Discover more kimchi recipes and health and wellness tips at hungrygopher.com.